Good evening and welcome to Lagos Studios. I am Adegboyega Labiron, thanking you for finding time to join us. Rescue operation at the scene of the collapsed three-story building at Itafaji on Lagos Island has ended, while the clearing of the rubble is ongoing. Speaking to newsmen at the site of the incident today, General Manager, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, Adesina Tiamiyu, said there was no casualty left under the debris of the collapsed building, explaining that they stopped work at about 3 a.m. after recovering the lifeless body of Amil Tiamiyu. Added that the total figure of those involved in the incident could not be ascertained for now until the operation was over. Some top government officials, including a delegation from the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, led Commander Akugbe, also visited the scene for an on-the-spot assessment, assuring victims that government will take palliative measures to cushion the effect of the incident on the people. Relatives of the Lagos Island collapse building victims and some residents of Itafaji area of Lagos State are demanding that justice should be applied to all those involved in the construction, approval, and supervision of the three-story building that collapsed on Wednesday. Some of them who spoke to IATV at the scene of the incident alleged that the builder and officials of the state government should be held responsible for the children who died as a result of the incident.
These are some of the surviving pupils of the collapsed building on Lagos Island. They went to school early on Wednesday morning, only to end up with the trauma of their school building collapsing even before school activities fully took off. Residents of the area whose kids are at different times parts of the pupils in the school say the school authority had warned that the building was distressed.
I have children there and my younger sister's children are there. They are now at the general hospital. And also my friend's children are there. The owner of the school has been clamoring to leave the building because the building has been cracking. And later, he said the landlord told her to bring money to renovate the building. When the building was being renovated, he brought back the children and later went back to the building to continue her business there. We're appealing to the governments to come and inspect all the buildings around here, to mark all the buildings in order not to lose more life. We have some old buildings around here. Government officials should not collect bribe. They should not allow them to build more than 2-story building.
They are dissatisfied with the approach of the state government in treating housing development matters in the area and are now calling that all government officials involved in the approval of the building be brought to book.
We are not happy at all. Even about 90% of the house within this area alone, are weak. And such a situation can happen. The one that happened is not up to 6 months along this road also. It's not up to 6 months now. And when even if they can conduct a test within this area now, about 70% of the house within this area are weak. Those people that signed the engineer that signed the approvals have the consequence when such an incident happens. Because if to say people that are supposed to be involved were involved in that process, the things would have even been minimized.
The Council of Registered Builders of Nigeria corroborates the fact that both the construction firm and some government officials are culprits to the unfortunate incident.
Well, I think we have belabored this issue of building collapse on Lagos Island because we all knew what created this incessant havoc. We had a society where people who are more like semi-illiterate were still pretending over building construction. It is of aberration. You can see all the buildings around us. They pass through similar process where businessmen, traders, venture into building construction for the purpose of profiteering.
Though the state government had pledged to take care of the hospital bills of all the survivors, questions on what the government plans to do with similar structures still evident in the area to avoid such occurrence still begs for answers.
In Osun State, a heavy downpour accompanied by storm today rendered some residents of Osogbo, the Osun State capital, homeless. Our ATV correspondent reports that properties worth millions of naira have been lost as victims count their losses. Roofs were blown off, perimeter fences destroyed, while some buildings collapsed completely. Those affected described the incident as a sad moment, saying the loss is too much to bear. They called for government assistance, and the chairman, Osun State Emergency Management Agency, OSEMA, Olufemi Olarewaju, assured the Osun State government will support the victims with relief materials.
And we can also say it's a natural disaster, but government can come in to assist. You understand now, because we are not expecting all this type of thing with the situation we are in Nigeria. Now I'm not working. More than 3 years I'm not working. And now when you see the damages here, each vehicle, like the Jeep now, will cost me more than 200,000 to repair it. The other one will cost me much. Then look at the house. The fence collapsed. So it's a terrible loss. But if government can help, because I heard there is a lot of, there are many destructions in the town. So government can come for it, because it's not easy.
There is one old woman selling inside container shops there. So I beg to our government, I'm very happy for you. You are the winner, and I believe you are going to help us out. Just help our people. This is what they are using to survive, to avoid thugs and this. This is our view center where we watch ball, and one old widow woman, her buildings was spoiled with some retirees there. Their cars were spoiled. So government, we plead to you. We know it's not your responsibility, but if you can assist us as our government, no matter what you can do for them, I will sincerely be appreciated.
People should constantly, see the condition of their roofs, and if there is need for, for renovation in terms of maybe getting some things to,
in Kwara State, the trial of suspects of last year's deadly bank robbery in Offa ended abruptly on grounds of security reasons. The trial had gone on for about 5 hours before the trial judge, Justice Halima Salman, adjourned the hearing till Friday. Police witness Hassan Atilola told the court how the 5 accused persons were arrested and taken to the police headquarters in Abuja. Defense counsel Matthias Emeribe, during the cross-examination of the police witness, claimed that the statements of the suspects were not taken voluntarily.
Every profession has its own. If you go into medicine, there are things that will happen before they say you have headache. They just come and say you have headache. Notwithstanding, they can have an idea. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if you have not satisfied yourself that this is it, you can't say this is it.
One of the investigating police officer was testifying. So along the line, statement of 4 of the accused persons were tendered, and the defense counsel objected on the ground that they were not made voluntarily. So we went into trial within trial. All of us, including the judge, were ready to proceed today. However, there is a report that the security is not in our favor, so we all have to adjourn it tomorrow.
After hours of cross-examination, the trial judge, Halima Salman, had to bring the trial to an end due to security reasons. The 5 suspects, Ayoade Akinibosun, Ibikunle Ogunleye, Adeola Abraham, Salaudeen Aziz, and Niyi Ogundiran, are standing trial over the 5th of April 2018 bank robbery in Offa, where more than 30 persons, including policemen, were killed. The trial continues on Friday. And that's the size of our package from the Lagos studios of IATV. I am Adegboyega Laberon. Thank you for joining us. Over now to Ibadan for the rest of the news in our package. Good evening.